And welcome back to another video. So today we're taking a look at Fruit Ninja 2 again. So this has been one of the most popular things on my channel. I mean, like, to this day I'm still getting views on it. I posted it like a few months ago. I've gotten like almost 30 views on my first video in the last 28 days. It's like, yeah, it's pretty crazy. So I mean, like, I'm gonna post a follow-up video. In this one I'm going to actually be kind of rating it and going over why it's good or bad. First off, they made it so the character actually spins, which, you know, just getting more of a copy of Brawl Stars the more it goes. Like, that's one thing that I immediately, you know, think less of this game for, is the fact that, you know, so much of it's a copy of Brawl Stars. I'm not level 8 yet, so, you know, I can't rate the multiplayer parts, but I can at least rate the single player parts. And another thing I'll say is, with the way they did the events, it's a very clear copy of Brawl Stars with the events changing and stuff, but here's the thing. That was a winning formula for Brawl Stars, but I think it was a winning formula for Brawl Stars more because then they didn't have to worry about, like, you know, if you want to play on your favorite map, not having enough people to play due to people not playing that, and like it just kind of simplified that and in my opinion made it a lot better. So like, winning formula for Brawl Stars, I don't think it's a winning formula for a game like Fruit Ninja, where there is no maps, it's just the game mode, and, you know, realistically, nothing actually changes most of the time, and it's just random events for the appearance of it. It's pretty much useless. That's at least my opinion on that. Now, there might be more to it in the multiplayer ones, but at least for single player stuff, yeah, it's just a bunch of fluff with no actual flavor. And then, obviously, you have to dock points for whatever that abomination is. That is not okay. Just saying. That needs to not happen. I stumbled upon that and was just like, no. No. Also, the shop with, you know, all, like, I'm going to note, it was not actually copying Brawl Stars this much before. It at least had some uniqueness to it, but now, you know, complete ripoff. The armory, stuff's pretty much exactly the same. It's still, you know, the exact same format, super ripoff. Like, it annoys me that a game like Fruit Ninja built their layout the same way as Brawl Stars. If it was a game like, I don't know, let's say Call of Duty's layout and it was almost exactly the same as Brawl Stars. Obviously, you know, it would still be slightly annoying, but at least it wouldn't be quite as annoying as this. And it's like, you know, here, let's actually get into a game. Let's do minigame mix since it's new. So, like, the arcade. I don't know why you would play it on Fruit Ninja 2 instead of Fruit Ninja 1. Like, that just doesn't make sense to me. The only thing I'm noticing about this that's actually better is the fact that they have stuff like the minigames. But then it's like, why are you cycling them out? I explained why I thought that it was good for Fruit Ninja 2, but like, why are you cycling out your solo games? And also, there's no maps in the first place on the multiplayer games, so why would you bother to cycle them out? And then, you know, the sounds sound good when they actually work, but they don't work great. Which is another negative. It's like, you know, make your sounds work properly in your game. Otherwise, you know, there's no point in ever actually having sounds on for the game. Which you're never as immersed if you don't have your sounds on. And, like, they're working right now, but they're really iffy. And yes, I did have my sounds on and my headphones plugged in, but, like, sometimes it was working, sometimes it wasn't. It was, So, like, it's one of those things where it's like, they added some cool things to it, but they added some stuff which is just, like, it doesn't make it worth it. Like, in my opinion, Fruit Ninja 1's still better. Like, it gives you more of an incentive to keep playing with the levels and the stuff and the characters and blah blah blah. But frankly, if I'm really enjoying the game, I don't need an incentive to play besides just the game being fun. Because before, it felt more like the game was about, like playing against your friends and trying to get a better high score than them. Now it seems more like it's about keeping players playing regardless of what the situation is. And, there's just something about it that I feel like it isn't. The motives of the game aren't as, good as the first one. And, like, just in general, there's some things that they did that, makes it feel off. Frankly, the first one was a masterpiece. It already didn't need a sequel. Like, the fact that you're adding a sequel to Fruit Ninja in the first place, it's sad. So yeah, overall, I feel like it's less worthwhile to play than, a game like Madden Mobile or something like that. Like, if you were going to choose one, if it was me, I'd play Madden Mobile over Fruit Ninja. And, you know, obviously everybody has their own tastes. You can play whatever you want to play, but my personal opinion is meh. They added new features, they added good new features, and they added some things which just makes the game feel like, so rip-off. Also, I'm going to note the fact that, they added gems, which, in Brawl Stars too, blah, 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 of course they did. But, you can't get them for free. So, like, they're locking off, like, an entire portion of the game to only people who are willing to pay money. In and of itself is a bad business plan. At least with something like Brawl Stars, even if it isn't really feasible, there is the addition of the possibility to make it further. So I'm like, yeah, they could have done a lot better on it if they were making a sequel. And yeah, I know this video is weird, but regardless, thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you all in the next video. Bye bye.